Hey folks, and welcome back to the channel. HappyCattyCrypto here. So we've got a lot of stuff going on at the moment. There's going to be 2 videos dropping today. I didn't really want to put them into one individual video, and I don't really like doing more than 1 video a day anymore, but today's going to be a little bit different. We're going to have 2 videos, and they're going to be about 2 separate things that I think are quite important. But this video is all about mobile station, what's going on, and realistically what we can do now as a community to move forward. It's we've been walking this road for longer than a year now. We've waited for quite some time. We've seen people try to privatize this sector, i.e. Terra Rebels. They created Rebel Station, they created their own wallet, and they wanted everybody to move to there and for us to pay for that consistent upkeep of a system that we would just need to use day in, day out. It would have just been crazy. It was like the worst kind of pyramid scheme by the worst kind of people, and it was so obvious. The next steps that we need right now, excuse my voice, it's a little bit early here in the morning. The next steps we need to do right now is fork our own version of Mobile Station. The reason why we need to do this is so we can actually perform our own updates. What is the best way to do this? Well, we need to get the governance to spurt this out. A lot of you see the governance as the dead wallet, the burn wallet, the wallet that ends with ANXU. This is the governance wallet. If you go onto the documentation system, you can search all of these different things, and you can find that more or less you can get the system to do what it needs to do, so nobody can privatize the sector, and it will simply just be a forked version of Mobile Station, as to which the active repository would be, accessible by the L1 team, which is what we need, because ultimately loads of people are going to say this thing as time progresses and we add more and more things onto the blockchain is, oh, well, you're just centralizing power. Well, no, you're not, because ultimately everything, regardless of what the L1 team wants to do, whatever they come up with, whatever the motive, it always goes down to a decentralized vote via consensus in a decentralized manner. So ultimately it always comes down to that decentralized factor. We need our own version of Mobile Station for so many different reasons, but the main reason is simply just being able to access it ourselves, correct it ourselves, and to have our own Mobile Station. Something that really annoys me, and I'm doing lots and lots of research into Flare before I take a deep dive into it and really start producing content, is that they don't actually have their own native wallet. They have all of these different wallets you can use, but they don't have their own wallet like us. And I think to myself, well, you're a DeFi cryptocurrency, realistically should have your own wallet. If not, then you should be utilizing something like Interchain Wallet. Now, forking is a very, very easy thing to do. You've seen previously people fork so many versions of, station. You've seen Rebel Station forked. You've seen Toxic Station forked. We even created our own Penguin Station just to take the mick out of all of these people that were simply trying to privatize on this sector. Us having control of it as a community where any changes have to go through the vote is exactly how it needs to be. Everything needs to be built for the system, by the system, and so it's community controlled. And everything being community controlled is when we use the system as voting, because no one can control this. I mean, unless you own a serious amount of coins, you spin up multiple validating nodes, you get, 30-something% voting power, and then you could control the blockchain, right? That is doable, but this is going to come from bad actors. Anyway, Mobile Station, it's, I sit at my desktop. I do a lot of everything at my desktop. I use my Mobile Station when I'm on the run, but the everyday average user is going to use Mobile Station because what does everybody have in this day and age? A phone with Google Play Store or Apple Store. It's very easily accessible, and this is kind of the situation of trying to house everything in Station. We've got this beautiful tab system on the left hand side: swap, history, state, governance. There's usually an NFT tab, but I'm using my own forked version. We could simply add a Commonwealth or Agora, because currently someone's privatized the Commonwealth, which is Bilbo. He and his team are actually in control of the Commonwealth. that's the sort of disturbing stuff that you just don't want to find out when you take a deeper dive into things. It's like, great, they sabotaged Agora and then managed to get the whole community to be tricked into moving to Commonwealth. It's absolutely insane. So now, ultimately, they can just, I think they can admin things. It's a little bit scary. I need to take a deeper dive into it, and it deserves its own video. That's not what the second video is going to be about today. But moving back to this, we need to start housing everything in one place, because if we're going to be attracting this kind of like everyday average investor, it needs to be as easy as possible, as accessible as possible. And realistically, it needs to be all in one place. No one wants to make 5 different wallets and have to transfer to 5 different places of 5 different things with 7 different passwords of your nans, dogs, cats, aunts, brothers, brats, maiden name. No one wants that. People want the easy option. They want it all housed in one place. There's like the most craziest thing, right? You can't change your password. If you want to change your password, you simply just recover your wallet, set a new username, set a new password, and it recovers that wallet. There's no option to do that. It's those kind of like weird little things, right? We need to start getting everything together. What I would like to see now from the L1 team, because even with the USTC repeg, even with all the bickering matches, with all the people going back and forth, not leaving their egos at the door, having point scoring matches, it's not actually getting anywhere. We could be producing and forking a version of Mobile Station. The proposal should be up by now. The Agora or the Commonwealth discussion should be up by now. We should be voting. We should be consistently moving forward. These people are being paid. They need tasks. Let's keep them moving, and that's down to us as a community to ensure that that is consistently happening and we are consistently moving forward. I don't want to see people on Twitter talking back and forth about what they're going to do and how they're going to do it. Get the proposal up, let people discuss, then get it up for vote, let people vote in a decentralized manner, because otherwise people are just going to sit there having bickering matches back and forth of about 100 to 500 people out of the whole LUNC community who ultimately are just like the loudest people in the room, and it just doesn't work like that. Like I was saying, we need to keep moving forward. We need to keep tasks in hand, even with, negative things going on. Let's produce positive things. Let's get our own version of Mobile Station up. Let's give the community what they want. Let's get our documentation up. Let's get on-ramps, off-ramps. Let's keep moving. It's so important for us right now as a community. Folks, if you like this video, subscribe, consider subscribing, drop a like, drop a comment on the way out. Those things really help the channel grow. It really helps me, and it really helps me keep producing these kind of videos for you folks. Hope this gets your day off to a better start. None of this is financial advice. It's all for educational purposes only. Beware of scammers, doppelgangers, anybody pretending to be me or the HappyCattyCrypto channel. And yes, stay safe, stay humble, stay aware, and I will catch you in the next one. Ciao.